the heptathlon, obviously, I feel like it was a great competition. Seeing that, I want definitely, Karl, I want all of your thoughts on what you've seen from the heptathlon, because you're the expert here. Obviously, Anna Hall finished first. I think she was dominant the whole time. Irish Katie O'Connor comes second. I mean, a joint third. Katerina got in there after being like an injury-ridden season and saying she always wants to walk away with Brown from the US. So what are your thoughts on the whole competition in general? I just want to hear you. I don't want to speak anymore.
Well, first of all, I don't know what happened with Dion. I don't know what happened. At one point I saw that she did not start anymore. So she used to be the GOAT, in one point, but obviously everybody now knows that Anna Hall is the one to beat. So, and I don't know if you guys knew, but Anna Hall was somewhat the training partner for me. We both went to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
They had the same coach.
I did see that she did go to. She's also a fellow Bulldog as well, but that's as far as I knew.
I know her really well. I know Kyle Garland really well. We were all training partners. So, but yeah, I mean, to me, it was more about how, like, the same thing. Like I told about the Botswana guys and so on. It's more about how much she can score, not who can beat her. I was pretty sure no one's going to beat her unless something really bad happened.
How long have you been seeing this potential from her?
Say what?
How long have you been seeing like this type of potential from her? Did you always know this was a level she was going to reach?
This is the craziest thing. When she joined us at Georgia, I never expected her to be a 7,000 point girl.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, she's gonna be a good girl. She really wants to be great. She's like hard worker, everything like that. But with her, I did not see that at first. So it's somewhat surprising. But I've told this to other coaches as well. I mean, I've asked and I also had conversations about it. As a coach, the hardest thing is to figure out how much an athlete can take, how hard you have to push someone. Because everybody's so different. You can't do the same workout to everyone. But that's the thing with Anna Hall. When she was training with us, she was actually able to take way more. Our training was more built on being really intense, short practice, but you go somewhat hard. But now she's like doing double the amount, and somehow she's able to recover. Obviously, if you can recover and do way more, I mean, you don't have to know much. You obviously gonna be better. So that to me was really, really surprising that she can take so much more and still be so good at it. Plus, the other events she's doing 400-meter hurdles. She can also be a top athlete there. So, but yeah, to me it was really surprising. Not anymore. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm expecting all those remarks, but like at first I was like, wow.
So this is a new standard for her.
After her medaling, like the last couple, was it world champs? Did you think the gold was attainable for her? Because I think, was it the previous world champ? She might have got silver, and then the one before that, bronze, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, she was helping me with something. I need like support letters for my visa processing and so on. A few years ago, she was helping me write a support letter. And I remember I ended the whole thing. I said, "Thank you, future Olympic champion." So she's not the Olympic champion yet, but even then, that was a few years ago. I was like, "Yeah, she's most likely 2028 now. I'm guessing is the year." But yeah, because she got hurt, if she didn't get hurt, I think she would already be an Olympic champion 2024. But that's the life. That's the life of an athlete.
What do you think about Miss Katie O'Connor's performance then?
That was very surprising to me. I mean, I obviously knew her, but like, I did not expect anything like that. One of the hardest things to do is like, you can have really good meets, you can put few really good events together, but to put together like a whole heptathlon or decathlon is really hard because there's so many events. And I mean, in most of the events you only get 3 attempts, so it's really tough to actually get a really good mark in. But somehow, I don't think she even had a bad event.
I think she PB'd in most.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I'm
she was
saying. Like, I
supposed
think
to.
there was only one event that was like not really close to her PB. All the other events were PBs or like barely off.
Yeah, no, she was sensational today, to be fair.
Yeah.
From the javelin, I was like, all right, cool. She's actually got a very big short hair to make some noise. So yeah, no, that was like, for me, that was like the performance of the day, kind of like just how she just stormed through the final couple events
And
in that.
I'm also happy that Leah Brooks ended up getting a medal. She's been
Mhm.
out
Yes.
there grinding for years, you know. She's already, I think, 30 years old. Really
Yeah.
talented athlete. And now finally it paid off.
Mm-hmm. Joint bronze medal. Joint bronze medal with KJT, but you
But
know.
the thing usually is, like, especially with Americans, once they're like 25 and still not, you know, top 5 in the world, they usually stop because it's somewhat hard to get the support in USA if you're not high level athlete because they just have so many, you know. If she was Estonian at 5th, you know, it will be easier to get some support. But like, yeah, the fact that she kept pushing, you know, and hoping that one day it's going to be the day, and then now, you know, she's
Is
a
that
bronze medal.
is that US like mantra in terms of all the events, or like say the combined events? Like
No,
once
in
they hit.
general, in track and field, like the support system we have in Estonia, obviously the amounts are small, but like
Yeah.
in USA, it's more based on grants. It's like you get you apply for a grant, you get 25,000 a year to get, you know, some support to train and so on. But like, there's no system like we have where it's like, I don't know, you finish top 8 at Worlds, you're gonna be in this B category where you get this much money every
Mhm.
month plus training support. You know, there's like things like that, but USA doesn't have that. So that's why it's to me surprising that she was able. I don't know, maybe she was working on the side. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of them obviously have been working. Do you think then, if that's the case, is that why you see a lot of athletes now kind of moving countries or trying to switch allegiance to another place just because they're not getting the looking they need at their home nation?
Well, I don't think US athletes are doing that right now. It's more like
Jamaicans and
Jamaicans started
yeah.
doing the going to Turkey or whatever, but Turkey is paying them crazy money, so somewhat makes sense. But Cubans been doing that because, you know, that's a different story. They
Mhm.
want to make a dime. You know, we're not talking about money. We're talking about just give us
Yeah.
what we earned. Don't take our money that we earned. You know, that's the difference. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't think US athletes are really doing that unless it's more like basketball or something.
No, that's true.
Just on the US athlete, sorry. I was listening to, I think I sent it to both Dej and Jacob, of Fred Curley, who's a controversy on his own, speaking about how like the US athletes in general, how much they're tested. Like, I didn't realize it was to that. Obviously, I don't know if it's all the other athletes, but to that extent, he was saying about literally wherever they go, when they go on holiday, if they're going for an appointment for certain stuff, he might have been exaggerating certain stuff. Who knows?
I do think I saw the video. I know what you're talking about. I think he's exaggerating. I was on a system where I had to, you know, so I'm going to tell you how it's worked for us. You had to mark every day, certain time period. Let's say I picked 6 to 7 in the morning because I usually know where I am 6 to 7 in the morning because that's when I'm still sleeping.
Right.
So you have to, every day you have to mark it to the system where you are between 6 and 7 a.m. So him saying that he had to mark absolutely everything, I think that's BS because it's impossible. I mean, the only way is like have your, you know, how you have a location on your phone. It's like same thing. Like they should track you where you are. You know, that's the only way to do it. I've never heard anything like this before. So I think that was just him trying to say like, these are the reasons why I missed this and that. And one of my really good friends had the same issue. He missed 3 tests. and was banned for 3 years.
Oh
But
wow.
that's with him. It was more different story. We were also roommates in one point in Georgia, and dude was playing video games, headphones on. I mean, just because I was there, he didn't miss tests then, because they usually don't call you. Even then, when they call you, your phone might be charging somewhere. If you have your headphones on, playing games, screaming, playing Fortnite back in the days. Now I don't know what you're playing. I had to go and almost knock the door down just to get him to be like, "Hey, you have a guys waiting for you. They want to talk to you."
Oh wow.
That's how
So
easy
it
it
could
is.
be. I was literally just about to say it could be as simple as that
Yeah.
for you to effectively miss a test.
That's how he missed the test. He won USA's. He had a girlfriend in Canada. Went to Canada. Forgot to mark that he went there. That he already had 2 missed tests. So then he went, and
My goodness.
That's a bit dangerous for someone that had the 2 missed tests already.
well, that's the problem I had. If you're ADHD or whatever.
I wanted to ask you if you had the opportunity to switch allegiances to Turkey because they were offering crazy money, would it be something you would have considered?
No.
I just had to get that question out there.
The only thing me and my friends, former athletes, we're talking about, like, the enhanced games, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we're just joking around. Like, it will be fun to see how much it actually gives you the edge. If you start doing it now on your own. But like, obviously, you never want to do it, because if you do it wrong, it can be really dangerous for you. So it's like there's nothing to win there. So I'm like, why should I even?
Do you actually think that with Fred Curley taking what he's going to do in these enhanced games, do you actually think he's even going to come close to that world record?
Well, you probably know what happened in swimming, but the thing with sprints and stuff, I don't think it's the question about can he get better. It's more like, can his tendons and muscles and stuff actually get through all this, work. It's going to be way more explosive. You're going to be faster. And so on. I don't know how that's going to work.
He
swimming is
said he wants the world record. So boy, then I saw the prize money, $1 million. I was like, all right, cool. I hear it.
He's a big talker, though.
He can make way more, but just staying clean, Stay clean, be smart, run your 100 and 200. You can make way more money. So
yeah, because let's be real, he's not coming close. I wanted to just finish on heptathlon with Katerina. What do you think of her performance? Do you think she should leave now on a swan song? Kind of, she has her injury problems. What do you think she's gonna do next? And what do you think of how she performed throughout these championships?
I think it's not about injuries, really. It's more about, can you still enjoy it, I had to retire somewhat early because, well, actually really early. I was 25 years old. I had to retire early because I started getting injured. Well, my back got so messed up that I ended up having spinal fusion. So, at one point it's so bad that if you can't enjoy what you do anymore, it's pointless. You can't go to practice and do what you're supposed to do because something is hurting. So, and if you already reached a somewhat high level, and you have to train hard to get there again or even better, and you can't, so it's like, why are you doing it? So that's why I ended up retiring early. Plus, my back just kept getting worse even without pushing myself like I used to before, and then I ended up having surgery anyway. So it's the same thing with her. It's like, I know she has been having some issues, but like, if you really do still love what you're doing and you feel like you can, do another year like that, then go for it. You can do everything else later in your life, but if you are 40 years old, you can't come back and be like, hey, let me do one more year.
So you feel like she should, if you can stay in the sport for as long as possible, stay in it, basically.
If you still love what you're doing.
Okay.
If you get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm still doing it because of money, I mean, you can make money doing something else as well. So
is that why I'm gonna ask a question to you then. Is that why you probably retired? Was it a case of you fell out of love, or was it just the pain you couldn't go through anymore of the injuries and that sort of thing?
Well, I still love the sport, even to this day. You know, I still would love to push myself and be a decathlete. But right now, I'm happy that I'm healthy. I can do whatever I want. Plus, also the level of decathlon right now is so much higher that
Yeah.
I will have to do something crazy just to make some money. It would just be
Right.
me wasting all my money. I'll still have to work or something because there's no income.
Yeah.
So it's not, to me, it's not even an option. But since I do coaching now, it's I still like it. I'm still like in it,
Oh,
even though I'm not in it.
yeah, yeah.
Different.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Kept your foot in the door, really.